every time I see something in our society, an entity, an organization, a family, a societal element, to say government or education or something, some institution, some organization, something that is dysfunctional, 100% of the time, I could trace it back to somebody violating one or more of God's laws. Now, it does not matter to me what it is that you believe. Whatever you believe is fine. But our belief doesn't necessarily change the way things are around us. And here's what I mean by that. There are certain laws that I believe that God has put into place. They could be natural laws, they can be science laws, and all sorts of things, because I believe He created everything. But and these laws only work 100% of the time, whether we believe them or not. I could walk up to a cliff and say, I do not believe that gravity really exists and works. I mean, I can't see it, I can't, it doesn't, it's not there. And I don't believe it works that way. And then I could step off that cliff and I'm going down, whether I believe it or not. Now, here's the cool thing about it. Those laws, the laws that are in place, like I say, work 100% of the time for everybody, believers and non-believers alike. I can point to some of the most famous people in existence, some of the wealthiest people in existence, that are not necessarily believers in God. But they got there because they still used God's laws to get to where it is that they are. Maybe they realized it, maybe they didn't. So I'm going to suggest that you take the time to examine this so that you know what the laws are, because they work 100% of the time. I want to read a passage in a book by Stephen K. Stott about those laws I was just talking about. The laws of living are as old as human life itself. Being ignorant of them only restricts your ability to achieve genuine happiness, fulfillment, purpose, and success. Many people act in accordance with some of these laws coincidentally, without even knowing or understanding them, and they gain a level of success or happiness by doing so. But more often than not, ignorance of these laws creates insurmountable barriers to sustained success and fulfillment. On the other hand, those who learn these laws and how to use them in their flight through life will achieve a level of purpose, success, and happiness that others can only dream of. The purpose-driven life will become the purpose-accomplished life. I'm going to suggest that you not gloss over this page. And the book of Proverbs was written by the guy who was considered to be the wisest person ever to walk the planet. Many people figure he was probably a trillionaire with a T. Okay, and he wrote this the book of Proverbs there, and so it was suggested to me a long time ago to read one chapter of the book of Proverbs every day. There are 31 chapters. That means that once a month you go through the book of Proverbs, and you go through it 12 times a year, and you'll be amazed at what will happen to your life.